Okay, today we're going to talk a little bit about contractors and service companies and the 3 reasons you're not getting any business from Google. And a lot of that has to do with the simple fact is that you don't really totally understand Google. So I'm going to take an opportunity here, spend a few moments with a real life example to show you what's going on, okay? Now, please, if you're looking for more business, the way to do it is to get it from Google. So the bottom line is people are Googling for what you do. You're just not being found. And I'm going to show you why. Okay, now this is basically, as I said, for contractors and service companies. So pause this video. Make sure that your niche falls under these categories. Probably is. All right. Bottom line is if you're providing some sort of contract or service to the consumer, you're going to fall under this category. Okay. All right. 3 reasons why you're not getting any business from Google. Reason number 1. Very simple is Google works against you. You don't realize it, but they're working against you and taking care of the people that are paying them. If you're not paying Google, they're working against you. I'm going to explain that in a moment. Number 2, they're taking care of the competition and the big companies that are paying them. It's that simple. Okay, and again, I'm going to show you that in a moment. And here's the 3rd reason. This is the one you're going to hate the most. Is you let it happen. Okay, you don't have to let this happen. I'm going to show you how you could dominate and turn the tables in your favor simply by getting videos like you see here in this little picture right on the first page of Google in every town. That's the key. All right, you need to understand how Google works and what they show on the first page of Google when a person does a search in order to understand this. I'm going to do a live demonstration, and you can do the same thing in your area. All right, what I'm going to show you right now, you can do for your own niche and for the towns around you. Now, I'm going to use an example. See here, I have roofer in St. Paul's, Minnesota. So if somebody needs a roofer and they live in St. Paul's, Minnesota, they'll plug this in, or any variation of that search term that you see that Google recommends. And what Google's going to do is they're going to show the nearest companies to that person who's doing a search in St. Paul's. Now, the first 3 that they show is what's called the Google Snack Pack. Now, when you click into this guy, Walker Roofing, look what happens. Okay? His thing comes up. He's getting a lot of hits, a lot of reviews. JB Roofing shows up, Twin Roofing shows up, Action Roofing. And then look at all these other competitors that are basically buried. They're not going to be showing up on the first page of Google at all. Okay, now I just click back to the first page of Google. Now look what comes up below. Oh, excuse me. Let me go back to the Google Snapback. You notice they showed Walker Roofing, who's from St. Paul, J&B from St. Paul, Twin City Roofing from St. Paul. So they're going to show the nearest local companies. And they're going to show the ones that are also paying Google. Now, below is the organic results. And these are basically companies that are paying a lot of money in what's called search engine optimization to be shown. And I'm sure you're familiar with Home Advisor, BBB.org, Thumbstack, Angie's List. These are companies that are paying search engine optimization in order to be on that first page. Now, you might be a member of those companies, and I hope you are. And as you know, you pay a yearly fee, and then they charge you per lead, et cetera. And, for every lead that comes in, they're giving it out to 5 different roofing contractors. There's no way to separate yourself. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how we will put 1, 2, maybe even 3 videos right in here and knock some of these guys off. It's a way of you dominating that first page. Now, a person who's doing he's searching for St. Paul roofer, well, he's going to see that St. Paul roofer or any roofer that we're representing from a surrounding town right here on the first page of Google with videos. So we could dominate the search results. All right. Now, I'm going to show you something so that you understand that the search results that Google shows varies depending on the town that the person's in. Now, we just use St. Paul's, Minnesota. Let's use a surrounding town to St. Paul's. So right here, I use roofer in Adena, Minnesota, which is very close to St. Paul's. Now look, all the results are totally different. Okay? Now they're showing these three in the Google Snack Pack. The organics, a lot of the organics are the same though, because it's the big companies, thumbs up. Okay, you got a few local companies. They're doing a good job getting on the first page. But here you got Yelp. Here you got Home Advisor again. Here you got Angie's List again. All right, so point I'm getting at is regardless of where you are located, okay, regardless of what your address is, through our service, we can get a video on any town you want to be seen in. So no matter where the person searching, no matter where he's from, he'll see your video. I just showed you two towns that are very close to each other, St. Paul's and Adena. They're very close to each other, and they got totally different results that show up in the snack pack, but yet the same results for your big competition, which is Home Advisor, etc., BBB, Yelp, Thumbstack, Angie's List. And you should be a part of them, but you're really not separating yourself from the other contractors. Let's go through one more example. You're going to really like this. Here's Hopkins, Minnesota. Again, right outside of St. Paul's. And again, totally different results come up. You got different in the snack pack. You have different in the organic results. Okay? And Google's looking to squash you. They want to show only the local people, the closest ones to the person doing the search. But we can manipulate that. We can bypass that. We can get, if you want to be in a 20-town radius, we'll get you on the first page in 20 towns with a video. And I'm sure you know a video is much more powerful than that of a website listing. I mean, the guy comes in here and he's doing a search and he goes into Grussing Roofing right here. He's going to click in that website. He's going to stay 7 seconds and click out. With the video, you gravitate and you get them to what's called call to action. All right. Now, I encourage you to allow us to do a live demonstration for you. We'll do it recorded. Okay. I'm going to show you how to dominate your market, dominate the search results, get motivated buyers to call you. People are actively searching. Trust me, they're much more motivated. Get them to watch your video. And the best is how you could be seen in any town you want to be seen in. Now, most of our contractor clients, they do a minimum of 20 city, it could be a 5-mile radius, a 10-mile radius, whatever towns fall in, whatever radius you want to be seen in, we can get you there. Okay. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you, video is much more powerful than a person just clicking into a website. When they see a video right smack on the first page of Google, they're attracted to it. And above all, they remember what it is that you're telling them. And we have a lot of videos in our library you can use, or we can use your own video. Okay? It's no surprise that 93% of the buying decision begins with an online search. Okay? And videos increase the understanding of what you do by 74%. This is powerful stuff. It's a way to get a TV commercial right in front of a person who's actually looking for what you do. All right, so what I suggest you do at this point in this email, click on a link, fill out the form, and request an online demonstration. I'll record it for you specifically for you, your company, and your area to show what you're up against. Okay. All right. Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.